All right, y'all. I'm just in here playing around. Got a snow day, stayed home from work. Been tinkering around with the tune for this, the Naked 04 Pro on the 75mm Pro frame. And I'm really liking how that's coming out. And hopefully I'm about done with the tune. 4K 120, pretty dope. While I'm doing that, I'm also working on this project, a little nose cone for the Atom RC Dolphin. Recent podcast with Furadi. He got me intrigued in doing a wing for the first time. And so I picked up the Dolphin, and I want to put an 04 in it, and I want to insert the 04 into the nose cone. And so I've been playing around with a couple different methods to try and get this done. And I think what I've ended up with, is a two-piece solution where I'm going to put the camera into this sleeve here and then slide it into the nose cone, into the cavity. To test, I think I got my final versions here, but to test, I'm going to try and, I need to get this out of this sleeve. And it's so tight that I really can't get it out because it's got a little lip on the inside that hooks over the curves of the camera housing and locks it in there. So I really don't even think I need to use screws for these screw holes I put in here, but I think I'm going to do it anyways. But it looks like I'm going to have to cut this little booger out now so I can do a test fit on hopefully the final production version. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've kind of been seeing these videos go around about using a PETG for your TPU support prints that gives a really nice clean finish, and I haven't done it yet, and I've tried it on this, and so I just want to see what I can do. And I just figured since I'm off, might as well go ahead and do a little video for y'all out there. Definitely got to dry out my TPU because the print didn't come out as nice as I wanted it to. So I'm gonna have to reprint this, but TPU is lighter than PLA, so hopefully I am all done with my designing. I can go into a final print as soon as my TPU dries out a bit. I've got it in the dehydrator as we speak, drying out. And then I got to go on to step 2, which is laying out the antennas for this, for the VTX and the ELRS. All right. So there's my camera housing. I've already decased the camera for the Naked 04, so I've got a good test little buddy here. So the way this works, as you can just see, it's got the cutout here, a little concave spot. Let's line up that to that, and let's finesse this in. All right, and let's make sure my holes are lined up. Yep, I can feel the threads. Okay. So now I've got this nice little sleeve here with a couple holes so I can fasten it to the frame, to the nose cone. All right. So let's work on, and so filament, the support you can see here, but there's a layer of PETG. You can see that line, the thin layer of PETG there. So let's hope I did it right. And I can pull this off. I didn't do it while it was warm. I did it while it was, now it's cold. I'm coming back to do it. Come on. I mean, it's looking good. Harder to get off than I was expecting, but it's looking nice and clean. But we'll see once we get the TPU off. Is there a way to grab that PETG? I thought the PETG was just gonna come right off the nose cone itself. It's coming off the support. Oh no, I broke that. Shoot. Well, that's because I only used 5% infill, so I'm going to have to work on that. So now I know. Really? Okay. I'm going to have to widen the gap between this portion and the infill. Yeah, definitely too much stringing. I wonder if I just leave the PETG on there. It should work just fine. But it was designed so that the PETG would pull off too. I wonder, no? Get these out of there. Added a couple more magnet holes too. I want to be a little bit more robust because I have my camera in it. Looks like I'm going to do a little work on this print. It's not as clean as I've seen in other people's videos. So I'm going to have to do some work. I did something somewhere. It could come down to not being dried real well too. But it's got potential in it. If anything, it's actually not bad because it gives a nice solid base to the nose cone. That might not be bad because there's no squish in here. I got squish in here. You can see I'm on a 5% feel for weight, and then up here it's not squishable, it's solid. But this little base, I mean that's a 0.2 millimeter layer of PETG that's really firm, and that might not be all that bad. I'll need to do a little work on getting the rest of this. I need something else. Getting the rest of this TPU support off that PETG and give it a really nice flat base. Huh. Oh God. I almost got you. Come on. I got you to separate. Come on. There we go. There's a nice little, maybe that's the trick. Cause I got it to separate on the, pretty intriguing idea to sit there and use PETG. Now, I was under the impression it would stick a lot less than this. So I'll need to go back and do a little bit more digging into it. My fingernail's working better than anything. There we go. And probably should do this as soon as it gets done printing, so it's still warm. But that's intriguing. Okay, all right. So I got a little bit more to do. Not as, when I first go at it, it's not as clean and easy a separation as I've seen in videos. So I'm going to have to go back and take a look and make sure I got all my settings right and get everything dried out. But you can kind of see where I'm going with it. I'm close. Now see, here's the cavity. And that's the top. So it goes in like that. Boom. And I've got 2mm holes in the side that I can sit there and there's one right there, down in there. I don't know if you can see that. And let me check. They should all be lined up nice and neat. Yep, I can feel threads. So I'll run 4 M2s in there that will hold that camera in position. And you can see it's got a magnet here and a magnet here. I put 2 more up here that I'll make a couple little spots with. And boom. It's gonna look like that. Gonna look like that. And I think what I'm gonna do is don't worry, I gotta glue that in. think I may print these into the same green TPU and replace those with a thin layer of TPU as well. That way I can be slick. Boom. Yeah, that's the ticket. So I think I do like this whole PETG here layer. Once I get it dialed into where the TPU separates from the PETG cleanly, it'll be seamless. But anywho, I thought that was kind of cool. Figured I'd share this with y'all and just continue my chasing the fun in the hobby. All right, stay tuned. I'll maybe show you some more on the wing build. Appreciate you, Furadi. Give me another way to blow some money and have some fun. And that's it. Peace out, y'all. Keep having fun.